There are a lot of people in New Zealand who need to make their own work. And so they meet a strict definition of entrepreneurship. So if you look, for example, at the very good Global Entrepreneurship Monitor done each year, run by London Business School and Babson College in the States. And for a number of years, there was a New Zealand component to it done by Unitec. But what came through was, and it's very good methodology, that New Zealand was one of the most entrepreneurial countries in the world. But a lot of it was very small businesses, essentially people making their own living. So it was mowing lawns or whatever, cafe. And that was even more true if you looked at demographically. So a sudden report on Maori entrepreneurship showed that to be even more the case. So what I'm trying to bridge a gap here is, or draw a connection with New Zealand is, can we imagine a new kind of business in New Zealand, or a new kind of support that would help those entrepreneurs who are essentially just trying to make their own work, that if enough of them had some reasonable ideas and the ambition to come around them, to try to lift that level of entrepreneurship to something that could start to build bigger businesses. But it is in trying to find a way to lift entrepreneurship in New Zealand, because you two are exceptions to the entrepreneurship model in New Zealand, but to lift that sort of broader range of entrepreneurship in New Zealand up to quite a different level.
Yeah, I think there's no shortage of entrepreneurs in New Zealand. We have so many businesses started in this country, it's crazy. There's there's unbelievable numbers of businesses started every year. I just don't think we do a very good job with the ambition for scale. So, and where you get good economics in businesses as you get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you've got 100 people mowing lawns and not 2 guys mowing lawns and those sort of things. So I think it's that sort of aspiration to drive through that is what defines the winners anyway. The guys that do very well have started pretty early on with that view of I don't want to be mowing 3 guys' lawns. I want to grow through, and they hire good people, they hire good managers, and we have a real reluctance, I think, in when you talk to a New Zealand business owner about hiring someone on 150 grand a year, they just won't do it. They just won't do it. Even if it's going to add $1 million of revenue to their business, they just won't do it. It's just madness. You're hiring a great manager for 130 grand, that's okay. But when you've got guys mowing lawns, and you've got 40 of them mowing lawns, you've got a really good business there, you should have a $100,000 guy in there somewhere. They just don't. And so it's the management talent that is really lacking, I think.